Alright guys, we are back for another Universal Tower Defense X video, and today I'm going to be showing you the best ways to grind trait rerolls that are currently available in the game, ready for the Bleach update that's coming in Saturday. Let's get into it. Alright guys, what you're first going to want to head to on your daily routine is to the challenges area, and you're first going to want to go into your daily challenge. Now this is probably something you already do, but 5 to 20 trait rerolls are here available for you all the time, and this is something that you want to be doing all the time and keeping on top of. You're also going to want to possibly look at doing the featured challenges. You can get 65 of these a day. If you're not particularly grinding anything at the minute, doing those challenges and getting 65 additional trait rerolls is actually a pretty good idea. Now you're going to want to head over to the virtual realm over here, to the virtual shop, and you can see right here that there's 100 trait rerolls that's just kind of locked here. You can get these very easily by just pushing up the percentage of some of these stages right here, and you can get a good amount if you turn up the difficulty. I wouldn't recommend messing with the difficulty meter here, and that's just because for most players, like even getting to like 500%, the stage is going to get too hard, but you can grind these relatively efficiently. Next up here, we have one of the best ways of doing this, and these are kind of like a evergreen almost methods of getting trait rerolls. You will notice here in the raid shop that every single one of these raids has 100 trait rerolls just locked away for you. And you'll think, okay, you only get these once at, I don't know why the text is like that, it's a bit weird. You'll notice that, you know, okay, well, you know, when I exchange for these, that's just kind of it, right? I mean, I can't get them anymore. Well, you see here that it actually resets, and it does restock. I don't quite remember how long it's... I think this is like a week-long restock, but every week you're getting, what is this, 5 raids? 500 trait rerolls a week. And when they add more raids to this, it's just going to get more and more efficient. Getting the currency for this is honestly not a big deal at all. For each of these stages, you can very easily just macro them. So if we hop in here, you'll see right here that, let's go to currency I know here. You're going to want to, I mean, to be fair, you could probably just do boss rush, and that'll probably be the most efficient way of doing it. And these stages are not massively difficult. Also, what you're going to want to look at in these stages is just doing these challenges that they've recently added. As you see right here, this is, what's this, 670, trait rerolls that's locked into this, and you're going to be getting this easily, like clearing 5 stages, you're going to be doing that, active abilities, you're going to be doing that. You can just incorporate 3 dark units. That's a little bit tough actually, because dark is not a particularly good element right now. Now this doesn't just extend only to the raid shop right here. If you head over to the events here, and you're going to go to the event shop, this is nowhere near as much. Obviously, this, I think this refreshes once every, like, I think it's like 26 hours, because the bar doesn't quite work there. But you can use the short I did on Janemba right there, and you can easily get 5 trait rerolls. And it's not just that, you're getting stat rerolls, you're getting stat locks as well. And relic rerolls, although these aren't like particularly good. And you've also got these challenges right here when you're doing some of these stages, and you're getting I mean, this is a lot of trait rerolls that are just kind of stuck right here. Holy hell, look at this. Like, you should absolutely be doing these stages to get these things. Make sure every single day that you're going through these and just making sure that you're claiming them. Because you're going to be, just by playing the game, just by macroing the game, you're going to be getting crap tons of currency of these every day. For example, the Devil Within right here, I mean, this it doesn't restock, but again, that was 100 trait rerolls completely free, stat rerolls, stat locks, which are like notoriously hard to get in this game. I think these Devil capsules, and just by proxy, capsules in general, have a chance to actually give you trait rerolls. Let's just have a look. Yeah, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, and these like decent odds. And even if you, you know, unfortunately, quote-unquote, get the Devil Hunter or Alpha Devil, this is good affiliation shards where you can get exclusive shards by just transferring them. Now, next up, honestly, going to the achievements right here and going through progression, something that is really notable about this game is that the achievements do not apply retroactively. So, for example, right here it says gear up, reach level 15 on 10 relics, right? I've done this, I've probably leveled up gear like 80 times in this game, right? I got a bunch of relics at level 15. The only issue is you don't actually get the reward, like if you've done it 80 times and you did it at the time where you only need to do 5, and then you've done those 80 and then you click claim, it's going to do what this is right here, where it just goes like, okay, you need to now do 5 more. It does not apply retroactively, so make sure every single time that you're doing all these things, keep track of these missions right here, and just make sure that you are actually claiming every single time. Like relics right here, if you're just grinding through relics, you're going to be getting a bunch of trait rerolls every single time. Next up is something that's kind of a lighter method, and this is something that you're just going to be passively getting when you play through the game, and it only goes up to when you're level 300. As you can see, I'm level 397, and rewards actually only, like, they cap out at level 300 here. But as you can see, every 10 levels you're getting 7 trait rerolls here, which is, I mean, it's not an awesome, like, when you get to level 110 it starts giving you some, before it's 5. It's not an amazing amount of trait rerolls, but you can get this easily by just macroing some of these stages that I was talking about before. So if you macro Janemba, that gives you 500 XP-ish per stage completion, and you're going to be leveling up like incredibly quickly, so you will be getting these just very passively. Codes is obviously a massive one. I would recommend, I've made a short about the codes that have just come out and that are still available. You do need to get to level 50 with the codes. I will be making a beginner's guide hopefully quite soon, so you'll be able to effectively get to the level where you can actually use these. They do expire exponentially quickly. They are very good codes compared to most tower defense games. These are like very generous, but they do expire incredibly quickly. So do keep that in mind. And next up, kind of the final method that I would recommend to getting a bunch of trait rerolls, and this is kind of one of the later game methods for sure. The Ultra Boss shop right here, you'll notice these have 100 trait rerolls for the Cell one, and then 200 trait rerolls for the Goku Black and Naruto one. And these reset, I think it's going to be like once, I want to say once every 2 weeks for conversion. Maybe it's once every week. But regardless, you can get these currencies right here relatively easy if you just do stage 4 over and over again. Obviously, that's more for the late game players, but it is something worth noting. Just make sure that if you do have the currency right here, that you are spending it every 2 weeks. So you are getting a evergreen kind of source of the currency. And alright guys, that wraps up today's video of the best ways to grind trait rerolls. These are all the methods in game that I would recommend you actively pursue to get these trait rerolls. I think challenges are a very slept on way of doing this. So if we just go to regular story here, we open up challenges here. I mean, again, it's like 40 of trait rerolls here. You do have to do some specific things. I think even just like clearing the stage 3 times, like these are honestly not bad. Honestly, unsure if each difficulty has a separate set of challenge completions, so you can like complete stage 1 3 times in each different difficulty. Hope this helped you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.